A Florida man faces up to 30 years in prison after impersonating flight crew to book 120 plus free flights. I think I heard about this, but then I realized I actually saw a movie. It's called Catch Me If You Can with Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Hanks. And it's about this like teenager that runs away from home and he learns how to like do counterfeit like checks or something. Or do some sort of check fraud and have unlimited money. And then he starts tricking people and that he works in these different professions, like being a pilot. It also turns out like maybe that was all bullshit. It was just some guy lying maybe, but they made a movie out of it. And it was a good movie. But this is like a real dude from not that long ago. So they just caught some guy. Now 120 free flights. I mean, what's that worth? That's got to be a decent chunk of change, you know, but is it worth 30 years? I don't think so. Is this the guy? No, this is some AI jet. Dude, Texerto's using AI thumbnails. Oh, that's funny. Florida man is facing 30 years behind bars in federal prison after posing as a flight attendant to book over 120 free flights. Traveling by plane can be extremely expensive, so a Florida man decided to take things into his own hands. Hey, Nuke Boy, thanks for the follow. Hey, a good name for today. By posing as a flight attendant to get on board without paying a dime. The problem, his actions were highly illegal. Well, duh. From 2018 to 2024, 35-year-old Tyrion Alexander booked free flights available to pilots and flight attendants. I have a friend. He works for the airline. He gets free flights wherever he wants to go, or like really cheap flights wherever he wants to go because he works he's a baggage guy. So because he's a baggage guy at the airport, him and his wife get to fly wherever they want. And they don't make that much money, but they fly wherever the hell they want, when they want. You know, he's in one of my old Vegas streams from like last year. He was my cameraman. He's like, yeah, I'll fly out with you. And he was my cameraman just for fun because it didn't cost him anything. And then he just flew out at night. He was there. He's like, all right. And then nighttime came and he's like, okay, I'm leaving. And he just flew out. So yeah. Okay. So somehow he was able to pose as a flight attendant. So not actually even have to do the work. Because like my friend, he will work the minimum amount of hours there in order to get his free flights. I forgot how many it was, but it's a certain amount a week that you have to work. It might be like 20 hours or something like that. So he hits his like, if he hits 20 hours a week, then he can get his free flights. And then it's like kind of worth it. And then as long as he travels a lot, right? This guy was able to pull this off without actually having to put in 20 hours a week. He just stole that shit. Oh, that's wild. He should have just worked there. Alexander claimed that he had over 30 different badge numbers and that he worked for several airlines. He was able to successfully pose as a flight attendant on 4 different airlines and had over 120 flights booked. Man, he thought he was gonna get away with it forever.